Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another episode of Touhou 12. In the last episode, I have to apologize because something I did not realize going into the last episode is that I had recorded everything and stuff, and unfortunately, I didn't realize that the mic was muted. Apparently, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, OBS decided to change up my settings on me and change it to where the mic decided to switch over to something else that wasn't registered into this microphone here. So, because of that, the entire last episode had no mic audio at all, which I'm really disappointed in. So to make up for that, I'm gonna read off the comment section from, of course, the last episode, but also the episode before, seeing how I never got to properly read them off. Let's see here. Yeah. I just can't believe that this happened. Alright, so last episode, mostly just you guys taking notice to the fact that my mic was muted, so you guys really have nothing to say for last episode. Yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm very sorry. I know I've saying that a while, but to have set this episode all up, and then for this to just happen, it's just a huge disappointment. Anyway, to start off, I'm gonna read the comments from episode 9. Episode 10 doesn't really have any important informal comments. So, from what I read, Freezing Time said, hi again, gamer. Okay, I'm gonna check to be sure this time as well that the microphone's okay. According to OBS, the microphone is on, so I'd better not be seeing more comments saying that there's no mic. Otherwise, I'm going to be quite annoyed, and might begin to lose faith in OBS, which would be quite a shame because I had relied on OBS for like recording videos for such a long time now, and then for something to happen that I begin to have to consider like finding better recording softwares, despite how well and reliable OBS is, it would be quite disappointing if I had to get rid of this one. So anyway, so back to the informal comments. Freezing Time said, hi again, Gamer of Gamers. Well, actually, you already have the proof that this game is easier than Touhou 11. Oh, that's right, because I remember saying that I was beginning to think that he was lying about this game being easier than 11. That was mainly just me in the moment being frustrated at how much difficulty I was having. Let's see here. In your second attempt as Reimu B, and in one of your attempts as an AB, you got to the 5th boss without continues, and in those runs you had a lot of silly deaths. On one run it was 3rd, in other 4th stage, like about 3 or 4 of them. In Touhou 12, you can get a lot of lives and bombs, and of course it seems as hard since earlier stages, really as hard as Touhou 11. In Touhou 11, it took ages to get to Orin without continues, and even longer to do this without taking her out. In your Sine B attempt, you almost defeated her, and yeah, it'll help if you bomb. In Touhou 11, you in some runs mastered death bombing, but here you almost never use them. It'll help a lot. Well, about 3rd stage rule, I think it's okay to die on Ichirin once. She can be pretty pushy with Unzan sometimes. So here's the lore time. For hundreds of years after sealing Byakuren, Shou wanted to help Byakuren, as everyone else she was separated from, but she couldn't do much, since any attempt from her side would reveal her yokai nature to humans, so she continued serving Bishamonten, but in one day, and to be more precise around 1200 years later, a Saint Palanquin suddenly appeared above ground with Marasa, Ichirin, and Nazrin on board, but it wasn't just some coincidence. As you know, Kanako caused the incident of Touhou 11 by feeding Utsuho a god Yatagarasu, but didn't end there. Utsuho's flame and heat power caused geysers to appear in abandoned hell and on the surface. One of them by chance managed to push them, the fragments and her palanquin ship above ground. Also, with them, one yokai got away from abandoned hell, and her name was ? Spoilers plus saying ? Is making a good analogy of her power, so it's double win here. And by thus time, Shou's knew that it's finally time to finally rescue Byakurin. That's all. Take care. Okay. Thank you for telling me that, Freezing Time. As always. I would like to ask, though, considering the fact that Shou initially sealed Byakurin away because of the fact that she didn't want to be found out of her true identity as a yokai, why did within the events of this game did she only now think, okay, time to rescue Byakurin? Because wouldn't that technically mean that she still would have been found out that she's actually a yokai? Because, like, I guess what I'm saying is that she spent such a long time trying not to blow her cover, and only now, all of a sudden, she thinks it's okay to blow her cover. That, in my personal opinion, that just kind of confuses me. I mean, I get it. Probably within the moment, she thought maybe there was some sort of sign from the gods or something. I don't know. Whatever the case, I'm kind of confused by that kind of choice making. How to go a full 180 like that. Anyway, moving on to some comments from Lightning283. First one is, sorry Gamer of Gamers for not answering your question. I think this time too. One, from Byakurin past hardcore believer. They worship her because they think she eliminate yokai. You misunderstood something. Byakurin lore was 1,000 years ago, but Great Hakurie Barrier between Gensokyo and outside, just built in 1885, 124 years ago. I will give you more comment when I have time. Okay, very interesting to know that it was only that long ago that stuff was happening. Because, I mean, 100 years, over 100 years is still obviously a long time for us, but in terms of knowing that that's when Gensokyo was sealed off, interesting to know it. Considering how a lot of this stuff seems like ancient Japan and stuff, it's interesting how this stuff happened a lot more recently. Then again, I don't know, I haven't really learned a lot in my classes about Japanese history, so I mean, I get it's a video game as well, so some stuff obviously isn't. And moving on, Laning283 also says, in a later on comment, I back Gamer of Gamers. I think you probably record episode 10 now, and my head was empty. So I think I will talk about something that I think is Touhou 8 Easter egg. I don't know that you need to do something first to unlock it. 1, go to spell practice. 2, go to last word. And you will see hidden last word. All of them are very hard. It not same last word in story mode. And it has 2 last word. Stage 5 mid-boss. Okay, so you mentioned that there was a hidden last word. In the last episode, I wasn't able to explain it well in the last episode because I was muted. But you guys were probably a bit confused as of why I had, for a brief moment, moved over to Touhou 8, and that's because of this comment right here that Lightning283 made, in that there was some sort of Easter egg in the last word menu, and I don't think I was really able to find it, because you mentioned something about a hidden last word, and I'm not sure if I did find it, or like there was something else you wanted to show me that I didn't have access to yet, like I didn't do certain parameters for something. Whatever the case, thank you for pointing out about that last menu, or last word menu. Nonetheless, I think it's about time we go ahead and move on to the game now. So, I know it's not episode 10, but I am still considering if it might be a good idea to, like, either at this episode or maybe next episode, consider stopping it for, stopping it to move this over to Friday streaming, so that way I can focus on this all at once. Just something I'm thinking about. In the meanwhile, that could change though if I can be able to change that and actually, like, win in this episode, or at least make some forward progress. So the whole reason why I'm considering Friday streaming is because of the fact that, if I see no signs of progress, I think that, you know, I need to commit a ton of time towards this, and I can't really do that in these small individual episodes. That's why I usually think it's a good idea to move these over to Friday streaming, because there, I'm able to do more. And I'm sure some of you guys might also be asking, like, if that's going to be my way of thinking, why don't I, like, do stuff like live streams more often? I think my main reason for choosing not to live stream often is mainly because of the fact that, you know, I'm a busy boy. You know, I'm not always able to focus all my time towards playing games and streaming. That, in terms of the time that I usually have off and stuff, I like to have those specific opportunities to be able to get some recordings in. So that way I have something on weekdays where, like, most of my weekdays I'm usually busy. So I'm not always able to, like, stream very often because of other things I have going on in my life. So yeah, that's why I usually like to prepare ahead of time regular Let's Play videos, even if I'm not able to get the most out of my performance in a single episode of a Let's Play. And I do usually try to make time where on Fridays, or if not Friday, another day on the weekend, to be able to do some live streams. And kind of make it an all-day thing, where I play it either a specific game or something all day. That's normally how I like to do my streams. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that manages my channel that way. So yeah, maybe since we've gone past episode 10, I know I initially planned that past episode 10 I would consider saving this for Friday streaming, but I'm still kind of in that position where there's other games I'm focusing on at the moment, and I haven't completely lost the will to play this game or anything, like I had with 11. So I think what I'll want to do next is, because there's a bunch of other games I'm wanting to get to that I specifically saved for Friday streaming. Like, I'm in the middle of, like, Dark Souls. I know that there's still a few other Steam games I have yet to finish. Like, I know I recently started Hades, Little Witch No Beta. Quite a few games I'm in the middle of that I normally am saving for Friday streaming. That does kind of leave me questioning, like, when I'll get the best openings to focus on some Touhou. It's also the fact that I still haven't beaten the final Pantheon in a Hollow Knight. I know I kind of was taking a bit of a break from it so I could focus on some of the games I got off the Steam Summer Sale. And while I'm a little bit more caught up on those games, I am still... Oh wait, no, don't pick that up. Otherwise that UFO is going to immediately go away. So I'd say with where we are now, I'd say this is kind of the best way I'm able to do things at the moment, is prepare regular Let's Plays and occasionally do some Friday streaming. But yeah, depending on how far I get to this and how much this deteriorates my will to keep playing, I'll definitely start thinking about some opportunities to try and find some openings to fit this into Friday streaming whenever possible, so we can eventually move on to the next game. Oh, come on, that was really close to me. I think every time I get near them, they change color on me. Okay, don't change color. Let me get this one, please. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Oh, just in the nick of time, too. Alright, so I'd say so far we're doing alright for the first 2 stages. I mean, it's the first 2 stages, and looking at the previous episodes, I'm definitely doing this quite flawlessly compared to the first episode where I would be losing to an umbrella. But yeah, considering the current games I have in mind for Friday streaming, I don't know when I'd be getting to focus all out on trying to finish this game. So we can either think of another episode limit where, okay, past this point, if I'm still not making any forward progress, if I should consider saving this for Friday streaming. So there's so many other things Touhou related that I wanted to save for Friday streaming. Like, I know there's still 2 extra stages I have yet to beat, specifically Touhou 11's extra stage, as well as Touhou 2's extra stage, which I'm not entirely sure which one I should focus on finishing first, considering the fact that they're both difficult in their own way. I mean, I know Touhou 11's extra stage I was close to beating, while I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to learn more about going through Touhou 2. So, okay, you guys are free to suggest some options in the comments. Just know, though, that I have already planned for this week's Friday... That was close. I have already planned for this week's Friday streaming to be some more Dark Souls, but maybe I consider focusing all out on this next week's Friday streaming. That way I'm able to properly finish this game. Oh, come on, pick up some more power. Ah, I can't get underneath them. Okay, we got it. Not quite there yet, but we're getting fairly close to maxing out that, Oh, come on, you stupid green UFO. You know what, I'm just gonna... Wait, no. I think I can still fix this. Okay, yes, I can fix this. That was still quite rude of it to get in my way. Alright, here we go with Ichirin. So, as Freezing Time suggested, it's okay if I die once to Ichirin. Seeing how these stages, which I think is kind of a fair play, seeing how technically these early on stages are kind of a bit more difficult than they're meant to be. So I think it makes sense that we should offer a little bit of slack with, you know, not having to be that good going into these stages. I should have picked that up immediately. I wanted to pick up the extra life pieces first, which we only need to pick up one more extra life to max out that counter, which I don't think I think I might have said this last episode, which is why I didn't get a response from this, because the mic was muted. But I remember asking about, I think it was like if, I think it was like about, if like what is shown on screen is the actual limit to the extra life counter. Alright, hurry up and take it down. Ah! Gotcha! Perfect timing. Maxed out the life counter and got to the boss. So I'd say we're doing pretty good this run. So let's see if we can get through this properly and make sure Ichirin here doesn't ruin it for me like she always has been doing these past few episodes. But yeah, as of what Freezing Time suggests, I am going to bend my 3-stage rule a little bit, since these stages are a bit more difficult, that I'm having to consider more carefully my options in terms of how I'm going about these stages, as well as really try to get better at using bombs. That's another key detail that I should probably be thinking about a bit more going through these stages. What am I doing? I'm already at max power. Already at max power, so I don't really need to worry about picking up power anymore. And there's really no additional bonuses to getting power even while maxed out. Okay, this is always an attack I remember was one I was always never ready for, because I always would run into a bullet or something whenever I wasn't ready or something. So I've got my button, my X button ready for should I ever get hit by anything that I can quickly death bomb. Oh, I actually didn't need it that time. Okay. Well, I know for a fact the attack coming up is going to be one I'm going to need a bomb for, or two, because I got hit quite a few times on this next attack. Especially with the fact that it was one I didn't have a ton of experience with, so I think I'm just going to play it safe here and use a bomb for this part. Just so I can just get through that real quickly. Okay. Still maxed out on extra lives, so I think now it's safe to finally... Okay. Oh, awesome. I can't believe humans like that are like that in this world, too. Oh, wait, we already read this. But I think that means we're finally making forward progress, folks, meaning that I don't think we have to move this over to Friday streaming quite yet. So, basically, everything I was saying about how I manage my schedule and stuff in terms of streaming, forget all of that, because we're keeping this as of the regular Let's Play, seeing how we're finally making some forward progress, and we can finally try to get through the entire rest of the game in the hopes that we do not run out of extra lives. But the life count... Wait, why am I going for the reds? I don't need any more red ones. So let's start going for the green now. Since we're maxed out on extra lives, we now want some... I don't want the rainbow UFO, I want a green one. So we can start stocking up on some bombs now, as well as focusing a bit more here on less on collecting UFOs and more on just simply trying to survive. Okay, I can grab that. No, I can't grab that because there's too many bullets on screen. Gotcha. No. Okay, don't take it out because I want that free bomb. Okay, and then... Oh, that's right, I could get... Okay, actually, wait a minute. I'm already full on extra lives right here. So, is it going to be kind of wasteful, then, to get this? If so, why don't I go ahead and bomb here so I can get myself a free bomb? I know it's a bit wasteful to waste a bomb to get a free bomb, but considering the circumstances, I'm already maxed out on extra lives that I don't... that getting my hands on another extra life would be basically useless. So using up a bomb immediately and not risking losing an extra life would be beneficial on that part. I think that's also a good way of knowing that maybe I don't need to focus too hard on picking up... Okay, this is kind of a streaming-focused attack, so I should probably try to pay attention for some openings here to get out of that. My finger slipped. Alright, at least I can pick that. No, I wanted to pick that up. I got scared. Alright, pick that up. Alright, free bomb. Thank you. And then I'll take that. I'll take that. I could have gotten another one out immediately, but too late. No! I shouldn't have done that. Alright, 2 bombs, max lives. We're on a roll this episode. Alright. Hey there, Captain. I know you've given me quite a bit of trouble in the past few episodes, and it's been a while since I was focusing a bit too much on trying to master the previous few stages, so my skills on this part might be a bit rusty. So I'm going to need to remember here which parts I saw the most necessary to use a bomb on, because there's quite a bit going on in these stages that... Okay, I think I'll see it necessary to use a bomb there. Oh wait, I think I remember which attack now I really want to focus on using bombs for. But okay, forget picking up anything, because I need to focus on damaging the boss as much as possible. Because I know I am using a homing-focused build, but I should it's still most beneficial to keep my projectiles underneath them. Okay, this one is maybe a little bit confusing, but nothing I can't handle, I'd say. Yeah, this is nothing I can't handle. Okay, no, it looked like I was getting cornered there. And I know this last attack is a tough one, so I'm probably going to be losing an extra life here. Meaning that maybe... Okay, no, I still have a bomb UFO, so maybe I should focus a little bit towards picking up some UFOs here. Alright, we got this last attack here, which is also kind of difficult. But we also got a bunch of other stuff coming up that I should start thinking about. I forgot that the anchors also retract. That was close. I'm getting cornered. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make the safe move here and just quickly use a bomb. I probably shouldn't have used that so quickly, but I was scared. Okay, she's gonna get it close. Okay. So this part starts out slow, so I can take the time to get a safe distance from her. I still don't think I've really mastered this attack, though. And I don't know if I ever will. Uh-oh, I'm getting cornered. Okay. There is the likely chance I might also lose an extra life here. So I should keep that in mind going through this. I don't know what the best way of going about this attack is, so I'm kind of just winging it. Okay, yeah. Figured I'd be losing another life on this boss. Did the best I could, though, but... Alright. I'll go for one bomb. And then, seeing how I already have a green UFO in my... If I actually... No. Well, actually, no, these guys change colors, so... I'll, wait for some enemies to show up on screen so I can fill this thing up. That should be good. And then I can get a free bomb piece here. Hello? Free bomb piece? Free bomb piece? Hello? No free bomb piece? Okay. That's a little bit of a shock, but okay. I can't really go anywhere right now. I'm kind of stuck. And I can't tell if this is a streaming attack or if this is just a widespread... It's just a widespread attack. Alright. Just simply focus on trying to survive now. Okay, I didn't really feel... And I accidentally picked up a blue one. Great. That one changes color. Of course those guys show up right there. Right then and there. That... Worth it! Still don't think I can really fully figure out the bullet trail there. Oh, that was a tight squeeze. But I got it. Okay, this attack... I forget what the best way of going about this attack is. I forgot the plan, because it's been too long since I did these bosses. Oh, and I was so close. Oh, no, wait, I already got it. Quickly now, take it down. No! And everything started to go downhill from there. Well, folks, this is where the game starts to go downhill. Maybe I can still salvage some of this, maybe. Well, I'll definitely try to salvage some of this, but... Okay, we're going into the boss now. Alright, so maybe I can get some info based off the dialogue here. If break the seal... A representative of Vice Ravana. Devotee of Hijiri's Creed. Now that we have the Jeweled Pagoda, Nazar, and Broad, as well as the fragments of the flying storehouse he possessed, we can break the seal here. We can repay our debt of gratitude to Hijiri. That's right. The UFO was part of a silo. People talking about this. Seal together. I'm worried about that seal, but first I have to vanquish the yokai in front of me, right? Yeah, okay, see, this is exactly what I mean. She's being... Okay, either Sine figured it out on her own, or the other option is that because she's helping... Because Shou's helping out here, that's what allowed Sine to figure out that, she's actually a yokai. Yokai hunting is justice, eh? A lot of people think that way. Come here to straighten out anyone without the proper reverence for God. It's true that I'm a yokai, but I'm also a devotee of Vice Ravana. But what? I'll try to defeat you anyway. I see. Very well then. You have your own sense of justice. However, if the path you've chosen isn't correct, then you'll have to bear witness to the light of Dharma, which is even brighter here in Makai. Bow down before this pagoda of Vice Ravana. Because, see, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, is that, like, her secret's out now, so it's like... What now? What's your plan now? Know what I mean? Okay, this attack... I still need a lot of refreshing to do on some of these attacks, because it has been a while. I don't even know. Are my attacks hitting her or not? Okay, they are hitting her. I just couldn't quite fully tell because I was too focused on dodging project. I death bombed there. Come on, you can't. Oh, now I used up a bomb. When I didn't need it. Yep, things are going downhill again. But hey, I think getting through this will mean that if we are going to get through this, that is, which, with how things are looking, I don't think we're getting through this. Well, end the attack. Oh, of course it ends right as I use a bomb. I'm getting a lot... I know these are technically just slip-ups, but to have such a good run... Oh, of course, now we have the attack where I really need some bombs, and... How am I surviving this long? I don't know how I'm surviving this long, but okay. Okay. How am I surviving? Okay, what was that? Please tell me the attack's almost over. Okay, I just had to death bomb it. What was that? Okay, no, I gotta bomb this. Alright, we're already down to our last couple of lives. Things have really gone downhill. Now I'm running out of options here. Because we're about down to the default lives now that you normally start out with when using a continue. What you're doing isn't wrong. It's the power of the living god, Sine. So then, what will you do now? This is Makai. After all, and the ship could take you back home is out of energy. Yeah. I think it would be easy for you to get home with Hijiri's aid, but I see. I don't know who she is, but I suppose I'll have to help you revive this Hijiri. Oh, Lady Kanako, what should I do now? Yes, I'll go see this sealed person, and if she's dangerous, I'll just beat her. So, you'll help us? Yes, I'll do it. By the way, Hijiri used to be a human too, so she should be willing to help you. Will you still be able to exterminate a yokai like that? Okay, this is the first time we've made it to stage 6 without having to use continue, so I will say, this is good forward progress this episode. If only I wasn't focused towards stock. You know what? I'll use it since the game's giving it to me. The game's allowing me this opportunity. I'll take it. Okay, maybe a little bit too much there, guys, but the game's offering bombs, that's what I'm taking. Oh, already got the free bomb in stock now. Alright, these ones change color, so let's wait till they turn red, and... come on! I really want to make some forward progress here, guys. You just give me a fighting chance here. Okay, back to 2 lives, but we're still in deep trouble here. Alright, really get on to the edge here to get some of these guys. Also, I just realized I'm out of power. Alright, well that was quite a few slip-ups this episode. Some of them I think were fair. Some attacks I did surprisingly better. Okay, this one, I think if I remember correctly, it was like a guaranteed bomb. Or was it just guaranteed power boost? I forget. I think it was just a guaranteed power boost if I successfully survived this. We still don't know what this light is either. That's something I'd like to point out at this time, is we have no idea what this light is. Yep, I couldn't survive it all, I know. Alright, 1 bomb, 2 extra lives. Let's see how I'm able to do. Where am I? Where am I? It's like that ill-omened place before never existed. I wonder what kind of person would get sealed away in a place like this. Oh, the world of Nihorma is filled with light. Are you the one who liberated this world? Oh, there you are. I'd like you to take me back to my world. That would probably be easy, but I'd have expected the breaker of the seal to ask for something more. Yes, well, before I knew it, here I was. By the way, who are you? My name is Byakuren, the great sealed magician. I was a Buddhist monk a long, long time ago. You seem to be a shrine maiden, am I right? Yes, I'm a shrine maiden who hunts yokai. A yokai hunter. Yes, I hunt yokai who do bad things to people. I see. Humans haven't changed. Yeah? I grieve for the yokai that are oppressed by humans. I did everything in my power to create a peaceful world where humans and yokai could live as equals, and yet I was sealed away by humans who didn't want that sort of world. Humans and yokai as equals? Yes, gods and Buddhas are not unlike yokai. Yet, why are yokai reviled and hunted, while gods are worshipped? It's only because humans want it to be so. Did you say gods and yokai aren't any different? That's not true at all. Do you believe hunting yokai is just? Of course, we have to hunt yokai to keep the peace. That's what Lady Kanako said too. I see. I have already given up my humanity. I suppose you'd see me no different than a yokai. Then I guess it's time to meet you. Humans haven't changed since my days in the temple. You're only blindly following her. How superficial. Now, in the name of the three sacred treasures. I do wonder what these 3 treasures are. Like, is it like the 3 sacred treasures from Kid Icarus? If you guys ever played that game, you may know what I'm talking about. But let's see how far we get here. I'm not expecting to win since I'm sure there's still probably a ton of attacks Byakuren has that I don't know about. And all my attempts on Byakuren so far, I haven't really been getting that far. But at least we've seen signs of forward progress this episode, but... yeah, we're not getting very far. I had that in the bag. How did I mess that up? Okay, oh, okay. Streaming attack... I'm just... okay, death bomb, okay. But I think it's just gonna be best to just bomb my way through all this, because I clearly have no idea what I'm doing or how this is supposed to go. So I'm just trying to find my way through all the chaos. Okay, this attack's simple, at least. Of course, I say that in a lot of my playthroughs of these games, and then something happens that leads to me getting killed by the simple attack. That's usually what happens, but I managed to survive here. So let's see if I can at least get a bit of a power-up here. That's quite a bit coming at me, so I think I'm just gonna bomb my way through that. Probably not the best move, because I am probably about to die now. But I don't know the best way to go about this. Yeah. Okay, well, seeing how I was only able to make it that far with that many lives, that was about as many lives as a normal when I have to use continues. So, I think I'd like to ask you guys in the comments now if maybe I should consider trying to go for the bad ending, seeing how trying to go for good endings, it doesn't seem to be very different. And considering the fact that according to Freezing Time, the final stage here isn't going to be as hard, I'm definitely left with the impression that this is possible. Maybe even possible to go for the bad ending. So, if we focus one step at a time, and like, if this is the best I'm able to put together reaching Byakuren, it might be better to focus on going for the bad endings first, potentially. I'm gonna leave it up to Freezing Time, though. For now, though, I'm gonna call it an episode. I will say, though, that for the first 3 stages, I think that's probably the best I'm gonna be at it. So, I'm gonna call it an episode here. So, thank you everyone for watching. I'm very much intrigued in terms of seeing what you guys have to say, now that I was able to properly record this episode without my mic being muted. I'm never going to live down that. The sad thing is that this is not the first time I recorded a video, and for some reason the mic was muted. I mean, last time it happened is because for some reason this switch somehow got turned off on its own, which I specifically taped it to where it would never turn off on me ever again. But it's like, somehow the world just find new ways to end up causing me to not have my mic turned on or activated or something to prevent me from having a good video with good commentary. At least we made forward progress this episode, and I'm sure it should not take long for us to forget that this ever happened, but man, I'm still kind of disappointed by this. Well, anyway, episode's over. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone!